Lots of Michael Kors. How much are these, mate? Yeah, these big Chanel ones are nice, aren't they? That's a cloth rather than a leather or something. There's nothing worse than a tourist that's haggling over nickels and dimes and then, you know, walks away. I mean, it's just wrong, right? So don't haggle over nickels and dimes. Set your prices. Get an understanding of what the prices are as you go walking around. Once you start negotiating, have the point you want to buy at, and then make the purchase at that point. You'll be amazed at what they have, and they can even customise products on the spot for you. You know, you like that bag, but you want a Prada logo on it. Yeah, give us half an hour. If it's only a badge, give us 10 minutes, and we'll put a badge on it for you. If you want to buy the badge, I'll sell you the badges as well. Now, Central Shopping Mall is quite a nice mall. Lots of branded names, that type of thing. It's got a good food court below. Lots of shops that, you know, you're very familiar with, but it's also very expensive. So when I go shopping in Pattaya, I generally choose the markets. The Tuesday and Friday market is one of my preferred markets. But if I'm just shopping at any other time, I'll go way over here to the night bazaar. And that's where I can get some really good prices anytime, week in, week out. Let's go. Right, so these shirts in here, t-shirts, that type of thing, are going to go for around 300. If you buy more, you're going to get a lower price. We've got a whole range of bags in here. They're all going for about the same price. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Lots of Michael Kors. How much are these, mate?
1,200.
1,200 for these. Branded Michael Kors. So it looks like the screen printed on there. Coach. How much a Coach?
Coach, sir. It's 1,100, sir.
1,100. Okay. And the Michael Kors?
Yeah, same price. So 1,200, sir.
Right.
Coats are all same price.
Right. Right. Christian Dior?
Christian Dior 1,300, sir.
Okay. All right. They're all about the same price, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Chanel one also good one.
Yeah, these big Chanel ones are nice, aren't they? That's a cloth. That's a cloth rather than a leather or something. That's okay too.
Yeah, if you want leather one here, sir.
Oh, you got the leather one over here. Okay.
But
Right.
not pure leather, sir.
Yeah. It's nice, very, very nice. Okay, cool. All right, sir. Thank you so much for your help. Yeah. It's even got the little emblem here. That's nice too. Very nice indeed. I'm in the shop now, and the lady's telling me this one here, the normal price is 1,400, but she can give it to me for 1,200, right? But if you want an MK one, how much is the MK?
1,300.
1,300 for the MK, or the Chanel one, how much?
1,004.
1,004 for the Chanel.
I discount for you 1,200.
Okay, she's going to drop that one down to 1,200 as well. And these ones all along here,
1,200.
they're 1,200. They've even got a Prada one there. Okay.
This one 800.
Well, this one is only 800. Only 800, okay.
Inside have you see.
Oh, yeah. Extended.
Yeah, very
yeah,
good.
it's all extended and everything. Yeah, good. I just spoke to the guy in the shop, and he tells me that this is 2,800. 2,700, yeah, he told me. It's a double piece, North Face, says Gore-Tex. You've got the outside shell and the inside shell as well. It looks pretty good for that kind of price anyway. Can't complain about that. And then the other ones down here, which are just a single shell, is 1,000. And they're, I'm not sure if they're water resistant, but let me have a look. Here.
This also black you have?
he did say it was water resistant, so yeah, for 1,000 it's a good price, really good price. Let's have a look around. Now I like these camel shirts too. I've got a few of them myself. Let me just have a look at the price on those for a moment. Alright, the lady said to me they were 500 baht each, which I thought was a bit much, but she said if you want to buy now, you can have them for 4. I hadn't even spoken any other word and she dropped the price by 100 immediately. So that's the mentality around here. You know, to give you a high price, make you feel like it's worth more, and then of course drop the price. Lots of artworks around here if you're into art. Smallish backpacks. Lots of bags in there. Lots of bags in there as well. So I think you get the picture. Lots of bags and lots of children's bags too. You know, bags and backpacks and things like that if you've got children. Nephews, nieces. This place customises clothing for you, so they've got a machine that'll do that, and they'll also do embroidery as well for you, so you get a bit of that there. I have seen embroiderers and that around here in other shopping centres, and they're generally fairly expensive compared to what I can get over in, say, China when I'm getting stuff done in bulk. There's another one of those jackets. I really like these jackets. Yeah, reminds me of a jacket that I owned before that has deteriorated over time, so yeah, it could be very worthwhile. This shop's laid out a bit differently, but again we've got lots of bags. You know, look at those big Prada ones up there. Toys. Some beachwear and some other casual wear, more bags. Lots of shirts, Under Armour and stuff like that, brands like that. More bags. Shoes. Generally speaking, I believe that the products like branded shoes, branded copy shoes, that type of thing, is cheaper in the Philippines. I haven't been able to prove that for like products, but what I have been able to do is look at brands like Nike runners or that type of thing, and I can see that in the Philippines at places like McLaren Market and alike, I can pick them up substantially cheaper. But what I can't do is get the range that they have here. They have an extensive range in Thailand. It's absolutely amazing. Now, the only place I've seen a range like that, anything like that, is China, when I've travelled there and seen some of the copy products that are available just over the border of Hong Kong into Shenzhen. If you ever go there, you'll be amazed at what they have, and they can even customise products on the spot for you. You know, you like that bag, but you want a Prada logo on it. Yeah, give us half an hour. If it's only a badge, give us 10 minutes and we'll put a badge on it for you. If you want to buy the badge, I'll sell you the badges as well. Alright, Right, so I'm just having a look at some shoes in here, and I was talking to the guy and telling him, look, I can get these elsewhere, similar prices, and somebody else gave me a different price and whatever. Just as an example, this one here, it was $1,200 to start off with, and they are, of course, copies. The material feels great. The stitching looks good. It's double stitched. Yeah, what can I say other than it looks really good? Maybe the rubber might come away. Who knows? But I generally haven't had problems when I've bought products like this before. Anyway, $1,200 to start it off at, and he's already down to $900 as a consequence of having a conversation about another shop that was telling me that they can do it for $1,000. He said to me, all right, I'll match it, I'll do it for $1,000. I said, I'm not going to do that to them. Because they gave me a low price, that would be wrong. I want to go back to them and give them the business, but if you give me a lower price, well, I'll have to give you the business. He said, all right, $900. Now, here's a similar branded shoe. So it's New Balance as well, but these aren't double stitch, these are only single stitch, so I don't know if that's going to be a fail or whatever, but have a look at the build quality there. I wouldn't be buying that. That looks like it's going to fail anytime soon. So that's a no from me. And the fact that it's not double stitched, I also wouldn't buy it as well. I'm not just talking about here, I'm talking about all over. Now compare that to that shoe, for instance, and you can see the double stitching. The only thing that's not double stitched is the logo, which I don't care about. But the other aspects of it are all double stitched. So you're walking around here and you're negotiating away and you think you got something at a great price. You walk around a corner and you see it for 30 baht cheaper. And you're kicking yourself. Well, look, let's put that in perspective, right? 30 baht's $1. If you get it for a dollar cheaper somewhere else, it's not going to be the end of the world. And I think that's what we've got to keep in perspective here. $1 here or $1 there isn't going to break the bank for us, and it probably won't break the bank for them either, but it could be the difference between you getting a good deal based on what you would normally pay 3 or 4 times the price back home for, and walking away and getting nothing. So I like to say to myself, when I'm walking around markets like this, that I'm looking for between a 25 and a 30% discount to what I would consider to be a fairly quoted price. Right, so when I say fairly quoted, it's their first price, and there's been no discussion or negotiation. Now, I'll actually shop around first and look at the prices and get an idea that the going rate is $1,300 before I start applying my formula. If I strike out in a big way, nobody bites, well, I know I'm way off target. So I need to reassess myself. And I'll do that. If the retailer says to me, it's 1,000, and I say to the retailer, what's your best price? And they go 950. Well, I'm going to go 700, because this 950 or dropping 50 or whatever caper is just playing the game, right? So I can play the game too. Now that could be wrong. Maybe the retailer could take something that should be quoted at 1,300 and quoted at 1,700, and I knock 30% off it and I'm still paying more. Well, no, I won't do that. I'll actually shop around first. Another ploy you'll sometimes get is you'll get people telling you that prices vary from 150 to 300, right? And you go, oh, okay. Right, well, let's have a look. Now, once they've got you in there feeling the product and trying the product on and that type of thing, well, then they can bump the price up, right? They can say, yeah, that's the 300 version. So don't waste your time doing all that when you know that what they're doing is actually using that ploy, right? So the best thing to do is just stand at the front of the shop and say, how much of that shirt, how much is that shirt, how much is that shirt? What's your best price? And if they give you a decent price and you're prepared to pay for it, go for it, right? But if they say it's 300 and then you go, what's your best price? And they say, oh, how many are you buying? Oh, that's just bullshit too. I hate that. I get it, but I hate it. And the reason I hate it is this isn't a wholesale market, this is a retail market. And, you know, they're selling singles here for a reason. Right? Now, if they can drop the price on multiples, they can drop the price on a single. Right? There's no reason why you can't drop the price on a single if you can drop it on a multiple, if you're a retailer rather than a wholesaler. Right? Wholesalers are a totally different game, right? There are a number of good retailers in here that play fair, and I think it really does come down to your approach to that retailer, right? So if you're approaching them in a manner that looks like, you know, you're ready to do business and you're looking to buy their product and you're genuinely interested in it, and they come back with a decent reply and, you know, we can do business, but give them your business, right? No problem. There's nothing worse than a tourist that's haggling over nickels and dimes and then, you know, walks away. I mean, it's just wrong, right? So don't haggle over nickels and dimes. Set your prices, get an understanding of what the prices are as you go walking around. Once you start negotiating, have the point you want to buy at, and then make the purchase at that point. But just remember that the principle of negotiation is that the person that states their price first usually gets closer to their price, right? So, you know, you ask the person how much is it, and they've told you it's 300, so they've stated the price first. Now you go 100, they're likely to tell you to go and jump, right? But if you say 250, you'll probably settle on 275. So I hope you've found this video of value to you. I do recommend the place as a place to come and shop. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share. And until next time, have a great day. Thank you.